Would you like to know about our new Workamper job and our daily routine? Hi, I'm Steve Turtle and I'm a Workamper. This is a story about Jill and me, our adventures, our travels, and a whole lot of Workamper stuff. If you're a Workamper or you're dreaming to become a Workamper, you should subscribe and ring that bell. If you ring the bell, you'll get a notification every time I post a new story. You don't want to miss one. Last week I talked about my leaky RV flush valve and how I replaced it. I introduced you to our merchandise contest. I talked a little bit about my Workamper schedule and a Workamper job highlight. If you missed last week's story and you'd like to see it, I'll leave a link right up there. This week we're talking about my new Workamper job and my daily routine, the results of the first part of the merchandise contest, and Chicken and Monkey want to tell a joke. First, let's talk about the merchandise contest. Last week I asked for your help and I explained how we want to start our merchandise line for the YouTube channel, and also that the merchandise should represent not just the channel but also represent you, the subscriber. So we asked that you submit sayings about workamping or camping. I'm so excited. We had a pretty good turnout. Thanks to everyone for participating in the contest. Jill and I have narrowed the sayings down to the top 5, and it wasn't easy. It was pretty difficult. There were some really good ones in there. But here you go. Here's the top 5. Number 1, from McMillan Express. Work camp here, work camp there. You can work camp anywhere. Number 2 is from Ann Throckmorton. Don't rush me, I'm work camping. Number 3 is from Bob Overdrive. A lot of play, little pay, and a free stay. Hooray! And number 4 is from Bruce McWilliams. Workampers are happy workers. Number 5 is from Frank Mitson. Camping is not all rainbows, gumdrops, and sunshine. Now for the poll voting. Okay, those are the 5 sayings that Jill and I had picked, and we appreciate everybody for participating and sending in their ideas. There were some really good ones, and we did have a hard time getting, the top 5, but we had to break it down to top 5. So now you get the vote. So poll vote starts now. And what we're going to do is anybody can vote. Vote for the one that you like the most. The question will be, which saying do you like the most? And the answers will be 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5, corresponding to the saying, just as I just finished talking about. The poll is right up there. Just click on it, it'll drop down, vote. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Boom, done. The poll voting will last until June 4th at 9 p.m., at which time the contest will be over, and then June 5th, during our regular video, I'll announce the winner and the end of the contest. Well, let's talk a little bit about work camping. We're work camping here at Millbridge Village Camp Resort in Ronks, Pennsylvania. Been here about 7 weeks, and I'd like to talk about my duties and my daily routine of the job here. I have morning shifts and I have afternoon shifts. My morning shift starts at 9 a.m. My afternoon shift, it starts at 1 or 3, depending on the day. So this is my daily routine. I wake up bright and early, about 8 a.m. in the morning. I walk over to the camp office and it's coffee time. 50% off at store. That's a pretty good deal. After I'm clocked in, I go over to the Hers Mill and open up for the day. The mill is built in 1738. It is owned and operated by John Herr. It is an amenity for the guest here at the campground, and anybody that comes off the street and would like to walk through is $3, and they can go through and do a self-guided tour and see all the artifacts. Then I go over to the game room and open up. The game room has ping pong table, pool table, and some arcade type games for the kiddies. And if you need any kind of equipment like ping pong paddles or balls, you go over to the camp store and sign them out. Next, I go over to the pool and I take out the cleaner from last night. Scoop out all the bugs, make sure there's no bugs crawling around in the pool, because nobody likes bugs crawling around in the pool. Clean the skimmers, check the chemicals, make sure the chemicals are right. And then I open up the umbrellas, and after that I open up the pool for the day. Then I check the problem report sheet to see if there's any issues that need my immediate attention. Then I'm off to the restrooms. We have 5 restrooms that we check in the morning and in the evening. We check and replenish any supplies that have run out. And then we spot clean any major issues. Then trash duty, empty all the trash cans. Trash can in front of the office, in the restrooms, down by the pool, in the rec room, game room. Empty all the trash cans. Get them all, dump them, get rid of that stuff. After trash duty, we're on the front porch. The front porch is the area where campers come for the first time. It's their first impression of the camp. We have brochures out there, and it's a gathering place where people gather and use the Wi-Fi and talk, and, play games, do things like that. So it's important to make sure it's all straightened up. We dust any cobwebs that are hanging from the ceiling. We vacuum the 3 rugs out front and straighten up the brochures and just make sure general cleaning's done. We dust off any areas that needed to be dusted. Then we break out the big gas blower and we blow off the porch, we blow off the sidewalk, we blow off the road next to the office. We just blow off everything, get all that stuff out of the way so that the campers don't have to, step all around it and stuff like that. We restock our firewood, make sure that our supplies are always up. As campers take firewood, we replenish it, and if any campers need firewood at their site, we drive it over and drop it off for them. Most of the lawn care is completed between Monday and Thursday. We like to get it done before the campers get here on the weekend. By chance, I work Monday and Tuesday, so I ended up doing most of the weed eating, push mowing, and trimming. And then the other work camper, he works Wednesday and Thursday, so he does most of the grass cutting on the lawn tractor. I get all the hard work. Well, that's pretty much our routine. When our routine's finished, we go find a place to hide and take a nap. No, not really. We do projects and anything that pops up. And, always something's going to pop up. You're going to have an electric breaker that's not working, or a light that don't work, or a hot water heater's broke, or air conditioning ain't working. There's always something to do. Now, depending on what day it is, we may open or close, or you may do both in the same day. Now on the weekends, we have a hay ride. We take all the children and drive them around in a hay wagon, and sometimes I do it, but mostly it's the other work camper because of the way our shifts fall. Also on the weekends, from time to time, we call bingo. Jill calls bingo, I just help. So that's the routine, and outside the routine, there's all kind of things to do at a campground. There's plumbing and electrical and painting and cleaning and just always something. So that's the daily routine. Now here's the details of the job. We receive a 50 amp full hookup site with no hours docked or no pay withheld for our site. Our electric is free, up to $50 per month. Then it's 10 cents a kilowatt after that. And did I tell you we receive 50% off in the store? That's a pretty good deal. That's almost like half. We work 25 to 32 hours a week, no overtime. So how much money can you make? The pay is $9 an hour for every hour that we work. We get paid every 2 weeks, and at the end of the year, we get a W-2 for tax purposes. We agreed to be here between April 15th, 2019 and October 31st, 2019. At the end of our commitment, if we perform our duties as required, we will receive $1 per hour for all hours worked as a bonus for staying the whole time. Monday we work 9 to 2, and then Tuesday we work 1 to 6. And both those days the other work campers are off, so I end up opening and closing the camp during those 2 days. And Wednesday and Thursday we're off. We take off and go places and do things and have a good time, and we're not here. We go away. Off. Then after our days off, we come back refreshed, ready to go. Campers are here in the campground, and we work Friday 3 to 8, and then Saturday 9 to 2, and then Sunday 1 to 6. And then that's it. That's the weekend, and we start all over again. like Groundhog Day. Now that's my half. Now if I can get Jill to tell her story, that'd be a hoot. Maybe I can get her to share her inside duties as a work camper here at Millbridge Village Camp Resort. I don't know what it's going to take. Maybe a whole bunch of comments from you guys. Say, hey Jill, come on, tell your story. Don't be scared. Tell it. Do it. I don't know. Something. So where in the Sam Hill is Steve and Jill Turtle? We are here at Millbridge Village Camp Resort in Ronks, Pennsylvania. We're work campers there, and we've been here about seven weeks, and everything's working out. We got another work camper couple we're working with, and everybody's getting along. We're having a good time getting things done, learning our jobs and how we work with each other. Just working out really good. The campground owner, he's been really good to us, and I think it's going to be a good job for us this year. And we're here till the end of October, so it's going to be fun. The campground's open. It's Memorial Weekend, and if you don't have your reservation, you can't get in because we're booked. Cars everywhere, campers everywhere, kids everywhere, and swimming pools open, and everybody's swimming, and we're just having a good time over here in Ronks, Pennsylvania. Smack dab in the middle of Amish country, and if you've never been in the Amish country, you should come on by because it is really, really cool. There's a lot to know about the Amish. A lot of things I didn't know. Anyway, if you're into stuff like that and you got a little time, you want to come by and you can say hi, and I don't know, we might have a beer. Anyway, that's where we at. Well, that's our story for the week. I hope you enjoyed this story. If you did, click like down below and subscribe if you'd like to hear more stories like this one. And ring that bell. If you ring the bell, you'll get a notification every time I post a new story. You don't want to miss one. Until later, thanks for your time. Bye.